So here we are in the paint booth. Now this is not a big expensive fancy paint booth, just a room that I built myself here at the shop. That before I poured the concrete, I had built a trough that goes down through here that pulls air down through there and goes up through a filter system. So I got stacks of furnace filters that go up here, and it draws it up and then goes through the furnace, which I have a separate furnace for this room. So those act as pre-filters to get rid of the paint, and then there's the regular filters right at the furnace as well. And then it brings the heat down through vents in the ceiling. So I'm not one of those big shops. I'm just a small shop who's doing what he can on a budget here. At any rate, I've got the MGA boot lid here ready to wipe down. And I got the dashboard, the door hinges, and like the trunk hinges there. So we're going to paint all those as well as the bonnet, but I still got to sand and back tape the bonnet yet. Now what I like to do is trim all this stuff out, and then I back tape it right at that edge where it folds around. That way, once you untape it, you never see a tape line because it's right on that edge of the metal there. Alright, so here are all the rest of the body panels for the MGA. I'm not going to be painting any of this other stuff here right now. I'm going to do that in the next paint session. I just want to get the bonnet, boot lid, and dash done because I want to get the dash installed in the car. And then I'll do all the rest of this as another one whole paint session. Now don't mind the hissing. My air compressor, the pressure valve just leaks on it, and I have replaced it 3 times. I've given up on it because it never lasts more than 30 days before it does it again. Alright, so like I said, I like to tape it off right on that edge of where the skin is folded around here. If you tape it right along there, you'll never actually see a tape line. Of course, now I gotta scuff all this because I'm going to wrap the paint around, so I still gotta paint that again. So now I got all the pieces loaded into the paint booth that I'm planning on painting today. I just bumped the heat up a few degrees. I'm going to go get a bite to eat, let this stuff warm up, and then we'll come back here and start spraying. Okay, well, I got everything all prepped and ready. Got the floor all wetted down to keep the dust down, and now I just got to wipe all the parts down, degrease them, and I can mix up some sealer. Now you see I've got all these small parts all strung up on this rack here and wired all different directions because we don't want this stuff to be able to actually move a whole lot while we're spraying. You'd be surprised how much they can actually move if they're not in there nice and taut. Alright, since we're painting this bright red, we're using a white sealer. Because the white sealer will help to make the red just pop. Alright, so I just need to let this flash off about 15 minutes or so, and then I can start putting color down. Alright, well here goes the color. Alright, well that's the color laid down. Now I just got to give it some time to flash off, and then we can put the clear coat on. Alright, well now it's time for clear coat. Alright, well that's the last coat of clear. I like to do 3 coats, because that gives me plenty of clear to be able to go ahead and wet sand and rub it out a little bit without breaking through. Well, that's it for tonight. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm going to clean up and shut down for the night. This is MG Rob. Later.